Hello, this is DrSayus, and today we'll be reviewing Super Smash Bros. Brawl,
the third in the Super Smash Bros. Series by Nintendo.
And my favourite. Super Smash Bros. Is jam-packed with content. There is so much to talk about in this game, I am not going to talk about it all. Let's begin with the gameplay. What most people do is they go into the versus mode, they go to Brawl, and they play a match.
Well, the gameplay is basically like any other Smash Bros. Game. You jump, you run, you hit. It's a 3D fighting game basically. The speed actually has been reduced since Melee, and for me personally, it can be a little bit of a problem.
How so?
Well, I just want to keep the pace going. I want to, attack, get in there, face the facts, punch bollockses out of Nintendo characters, but if you reduce the speed, you're gonna get little asshole nitpickers like myself complaining about it.
Yeah, well, it's not as competitive as Super Smash Bros. Melee. I mean, they've removed some of the combos and things that you can do. There's a few character balancing issues as well, like I know there was a lot of complaints about Meta Knight being too powerful. It is what you expect on a Super Smash Bros. Game. You knock people off the stage by dealing them damage. The higher percent, the easier they are to knock off. You can use a range of items. Everyone used to race after the Pokeball in Super Smash Bros. Melee. Now they chase after the Smash Ball, and the Smash Ball, as soon as you get it, your character can do a special move. In terms of features, there's no better game than this. Altogether, there's 35 characters and 41 stages, so there's no shortage of people or stages to play as. There is over 100 music tracks from 38 video game composers. That is a lot of music, and I love it. I really love the different types of music. You have the Sonic music, you have the Mario music, Link music, pretty much every character in this. So there's two new characters. There is Sonic and Snake. What did you think of these additions?
Well, first off, I do think the idea of Snake being in the game is an interesting concept, considering the fact it's not considered much of a Nintendo character, but I suppose Satoru Iwata really wanted him desperately in the game, so it was a nice little feature. Sonic is my all-time favourite video game character, and the idea of him being in a Nintendo brawler was astonishing to me. He is my favourite character in the game, in case you didn't know, and I just love being him, He does try to bring that speed in, which I talked about earlier. It's not as big as Melee, but I just love playing this little guy, he's just awesome.
Well, I wouldn't talk about Sonic as the little guy. His special's definitely not little. Whenever he gets a Smash Ball, you just move up and down, and he's like a one-hit KO. I don't actually like his special. It's too overpowered, I think. But I do like the character. He's a nice addition, although two of his moves pretty much do the same thing.
Some complaints I can butt in here is that there are some special attacks with the Smash Ball with some characters that can be a little bit lame in comparison. Like, let's be honest.
Pikachu.
Well, Pikachu can be one, but let's be honest. Who thinks Peach's or Luigi's Smash attacks is great?
Well, hold on a wee minute. Luigi's actually quite a powerful one, because he gets you in like the black void, and then they have like the flowers above their head, and then you can just sort of like do a smash attack and they go out easier. Mario's one, the main character. Mario's actually pretty mediocre in this game. His smash attack isn't anything special, and his moves just aren't that powerful. I think he's being nerfed a bit from Melee.
There are some smash attacks that can only be required if you're standing right next to your opponent, like Marths or Ikes, and well, the attacks are great, but having to stand right up to your opponent, that can be a little bit annoying, and especially when you have characters such as Kirby, and if you use his smash attack, automatically some of the nearest characters immediately go into his giant pot of food.
In the pot, me is.
Exactly. So the Smash Ball is a hit and win for me.
It does make it more of a party game, I think. This is definitely the most accessible Smash Bros. For newcomers. Although Smash Bros. Is always accessible if you throw it on easy mode. What I really love about this game is the Subspace Emissary. This is what makes it a top quality game for me. The story is quite dark for a Nintendo game. what happens is Kirby and Mario are having this competition, and then it gets invaded by these newcomers. So after that, they're battling for a while, and then this cloaked individual comes and he places a bomb, and then you notice that different villains are working for these people. I love the twists and turns in Subspace Emissary.
Well, I find a wee bit of a bizarre story, considering the fact that there hardly is a flippin' story. I mean, the characters don't really talk. We don't know where the hell the story is supposed to take place. Like, is this planet Earth? Is this another planet? Like, what the hell's going on? Why are all these Nintendo characters all here? And, well, this is just me nitpicking again.
It is a bit bizarre the way they put them all in, but I actually really enjoy it, even though it's cheesy. I do love those cheesy dark storylines. There's other modes as well. As what you expect, you can do like event matches, you can do those co-op, which is good. If you're all-star boss battles, blah blah blah, I'm not going to go into depth. What I really liked in this game was the stage builder, where you can make your own stages, not quite as detailed as the ones you get, but you can make your own stages and your own music, and you can really have fun with the designs. I think this was a very good feature for people who want to make their own Smash stages. I really did like the new characters in this game. Like, you have Pit, you have Meta Knight, you have the Pokemon trainer who can use free Pokemon. I didn't really like Wario's movesets, I think that was a missed opportunity. And the few characters they took out, like Pichu, I don't think he'll be missed. People complained about Mewtwo, but Lucario's pretty much the same thing. There was online in this game, but it never worked, so we're not going to talk about it.
It's a shame too, because again, online gaming is a big thing, and taking that away can be jolting for some people. But again, I'm just nitpicking. They should call me the Nitpicker. Maybe that should be my new YouTube name, the Nitpicker.
Just call DrSayus and the Nitpicker.
Maybe.
Well, we'll have to think about that one. The best way to play is with the GameCube controller, no question. Don't bother doing anything else. I like the items in this game because if you get shooting items, you can actually move instead of being rooted on spot like in Melee. Overall, the game gets a 5 out of 5. There's just so much content they give you. And okay, the gameplay is a wee bit slower, but they fixed that in Project M, which is the definitive Smash Bros. But other than that, this game contains so many features. The gameplay is still fun to play, maybe a bit more accessible for newcomers, which is always good for introducing a new person to the game. So I can't fault it. 5 out of 5 for me. Your thoughts?
Well, I'm just with you really. It's also my favourite Smash Brothers game, but the main reason I'm saying that is because of the Subspace Emissary. I mean, that is actually my main selling point to this game, aside from Sonic, of course.
Okay, well that is our thoughts on Super Smash Bros. Brawl. I know there'll be some people who disagree because they think this game's too casual.
And you're welcome to disagree.
So please let us know, and we'll look forward to reading those comments. Thank you and bye.